In Selenium, we call the browser as window. Okay, so window management, which means browser. Now, look at my screen, guys. Look at my screen. When I open the browser, observe carefully, okay? When I open the browser, I want to enter the URL of one application, okay, skillready.com. So this application is opened in the minimize mode, correct? This application was opened in the minimize mode, yes or no? Now, so if you opened in the minimize mode, look at take a screenshot. Everybody take a screenshot. Take a screenshot with your phone. Take a screenshot. Have you taken a screenshot? Have you taken the screenshot? Okay. Now let me maximize. Let me maximize. Now take that screenshot and compare. Now take that screenshot and compare. Is those elements and this elements both are same? No. Compare with the screenshot. No. Correct? Search for course is missing. Correct? Search for course is missing. See here? Search for course is missing. That means always you have to open the application in the maximized mode. Are you understanding? Always you have to open the application in where? In the maximized mode. You have to not open the application in the minimized mode. You should not open the application in where? In the minimized mode. You should always open the application in where? In the maximized mode. Okay, so why we have to open? You understood, correct? Right? If you don't open the application in maximize mode, some of the elements will be missing. Everybody's clear? Why we should open it in a maximize mode only? Yes? Okay, so let's see. So we should always open the application in the maximize mode such that we will not miss any of the elements. Such that what? We will not miss any of the elements. So let's see. Browser management means how do we maximize the window? Next, let's see how do we minimize. Okay, so how do we maximize the window? How do we minimize the window? And how do we open the window in full screen? How do we open the window in full screen? Are you understanding? How do we maximize, minimize, and open it in the full screen? Step number one, maximize. So for that, we have driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. I told you in Selenium, window means browser. In Selenium, window means browser. Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. If I want to minimize, how do I minimize? Driver dot manage dot window dot minimize. Minimize. Okay. How do you open it in a full screen? Driver dot manage dot window dot full screen. Okay, so this is how we are going to do it. Are you understanding? What is the reason? By default, you have to open the application in the maximize mode. Understood what is the reason? Understood what's the reason? Okay, now let's start writing the code for this. Let's start writing the code for this. Now let's start writing the code. 1 second. Uh, Let me create a class. Let me name it as window management. Let me click on finish. Oh, sorry. I want to create a package. Let me delete this. Let me create a package. Let me create a class and name the package as what? Window management. Window management. Let me create a class. Select the main method. Click on finish. Now step number 1. I want to open my window in the minimize mode. First let me open it the minimize mode. Okay. So how do I minimize this? Driver dot. Oh, first what I need to do? I need to launch the browser. So how do I launch the browser? Everybody know how do I launch the browser? Web driver equals to new Chrome driver. Why is that red color line under WebDriver and Chrome driver? Why is there red color line under WebDriver and Chrome driver? So we have to do import statement. We have to do import WebDriver and we have to import Chrome driver. Okay, now I wanted to enter the URL. Any application you take. So driver dot get. I wanted to enter the URL. Now you can ask me, where we have to maximize, where's the proper code to fit in. Okay, so always once after you open the browser, the next step should be maximize the browser. Once after you open the browser, the next step should be what? Maximize the browser. We have to maximize the browser. Okay, once after you open the browser, the next step you should maximize. So driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Okay, so after maximizing, I'll give a little bit delay for you to see the execution. That will be very fast. Okay, I'll give it to you a little bit delay for you to see the execution. Okay, I'll give some 5 seconds of delay. Don't worry about what is this. Don't worry about what is this line. This is called as a delay statement. You'll understand in the next week. Okay, this is called as delay statement because the execution will happen very faster. Okay, to show you the execution flow, we have used this thread dot sleep. Okay, this will throw you an exception. If you're using it, it will throw you an exception. You have to throw the exception. Okay, now once after it maximize, let me open it in the full screen. Okay, driver dot manage dot window dot full screen. Now what is this full screen means? Here no header will be there. Okay, it will open the complete application without header, footer, nothing. It will open it in the entire screen. Okay, next I wanted after that, let it wait for 5 more seconds. I told it will be very fast. 5 more seconds. Then I wanted to minimize the browser. Okay, I wanted to what? Minimize the browser. I wanted to minimize the browser. Driver dot manage dot window dot minimize the browser. Okay, now observe the execution. First, what it happens? It opens the browser. Okay, it is in a maximized mode. Is it everybody is able to see? Observe. So in a maximized mode, you have, see, this is called full screen. You cannot see that minimize, maximize, and it has been minimized. Did you observe? So when you open the application the full screen, you will not be able to see that maximize, minimize, close button, everything. Okay, so observe once again. Don't ping me the stupid questions again and again. Observe. Open your eyes and observe. This is in a maximized mode. When you open the application, this is how it looks. It is in a full screen. See, Here maximize, minimize, close button, everything is not there. It is it is in a full screen. Your complete screen is been occupied by the application. So you can make out the difference. Please open your eyes and look here. And it is minimize the browser. Okay, from now onwards this statement will become default statement. Why we have to maximize the browser every time? You understood, correct? If you don't maximize the browser, some of the elements will be unseen or not visible. So from now onwards, once you open the browser, maximizing is mandatory. Clear? Everybody's clear? This is for teaching purpose I have used for you to see the execution. Okay, this is for teaching purpose for you to see the execution. It is not required for you to give it. Okay, now make a note. We don't open the application in the full screen. Okay, so we can also open, we have also a method. That's the reason I've taught you. Okay, copy down this, execute the code. Copy down this, execute the code. Okay, now next concept. Mm, Look at my screen. Next concept is navigation API. Next concept is navigation API. Navigation API. So what do you mean by navigation? Now look at my screen. When you consider an application, applications will have back, forward, and refresh. Have you seen? All the applications will have back, forward, and refresh. Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Okay. Now this is called as navigation. So what is navigation? Navigation means what? Navigating. Correct, right? Navigation means what? Moving from one place to another place. Correct, right? Moving from one place to another place is called as navigation. It's called as what? Navigation. Navigating. Navigating from one application to or one application to another application. Navigating from one application to another application is called as navigation API. Okay, navigating means what? Moving from one application to another application is called as navigation. Now let's see, how do we perform? How do you go back? How do you go back? How do you go forward? Forward. And how do you refresh the page? So how do you handle the pages in this? Okay, how do you go back? How do you go forward? How do you refresh? So if you wanted to go back, we have a method, driver dot navigate dot back. Okay, you can go navigate from one application to another application or one page to another page. Both you can do. One application to another application also you can go, or one page to another page also you can go. Both are, you can go both. You can do both. Okay. So forward. So we do driver dot navigate dot forward. Okay. You can also refresh the page. Driver dot navigate dot refresh. Okay, now look at my screen. Look at my screen. So if you consider any web application, so it consists of what? Back, forward, a refresh. Correct? Correct? If you consider any application, all the applications will have what? Back, forward, a refresh. Yes or no? Yes or no? Those are called as navigation APIs. Those are called as navigation APIs. Now let's start making heading. Navigation API. Now let me create a method. Let me select a main method. Click on finish. Navigate. Move from one place to another place. Now, what I need to do? First, I need to launch the browser. Tell me everyone, how do you launch the browser? So first thing is driver is equals to new Chrome driver. So we need to launch the browser first. Okay, import WebDriver, import Chrome driver. Now, after that, what's the default statement I just thought? Once after you open the browser, what's the next step you have to do from right now? You have to maximize. From now onwards, you have to maximize. It's a default statement. So driver dot navigate dot driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. It's a default statement. Now I wanted to go back. So I want to enter the URL. Let me enter the URL of the application. So how do I enter the URL of the application? Take anything, your wish. take any application of your wish. Now, step number one, I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back. So, how do I go back? Driver dot navigate dot back. Okay, I wanted to go forward. I wanted to go forward. Driver dot navigate dot forward. I wanted to refresh. Driver dot navigate dot refresh. Okay, now observe it. Observe it. Let me run the code. It opens the browsers, enters the URL, it went back, it came forward, it refreshed. It performed, but it is very fast. Are you able to see the execution? It is so fast. Are you able to see the execution? No, it is so fast. Now, for teaching purpose, in order to slow down it, the execution, okay, for teaching purpose, to slow down the execution, I'm going to use this statement because it is very fast. We are not able to see what is happening. Okay, I am able to see because I know the selenium concept, but you are not able to see because it is very fast. So I'm going to give a little bit delay. So this will throw you an exception. This will throw you an exception. You have to throw it. So I'm going to use it here. I'm going to use it here. Now observe carefully. Now first it opens the browser, maximizes, and does the URL. Now it will wait for 3 seconds. Now it will go back. It has gone back. Now it will wait for 3 seconds. It has come forward. Now it will refresh. Observe. Is it refreshed? Is the page got refreshed? So everybody understood? How do you go back? How forward? How do you do refresh? Clear? Clear everyone? Super. So make a note. Make a note. Make a note. Done, completed, everybody understood? Done, completed, everybody understood? Hmm. Guys, look here. We have a method called get method, correct? Right? We have a method called get method. So what is the use of get method? It is used to enter the URL, and it is used to enter the URL, and it will wait until the page is loaded. Correct? We have a method called get method. It is used to wait until the page is loaded. Correct? Right? So we have one more method. Navigate navigate dot to method. We have one more method called navigate dot to method. It is used to it is used to enter the URL. It is used to what? Enter the URL. Okay, that's all. But what's the use of get method? It is used to enter the URL, and also it will wait until the page is loaded. So navigate also you can enter. That means, for example, you're in one application. Let's assume you're in one Amazon application. Okay, you can go to different application. You can navigate from one application to another application. Now we want to go to Facebook. Are you understanding? To navigate, to navigate, to navigate from one application to another application. One application to another application. We use this navigate another application. Are you understanding? To navigate, to move from one application to another application, we use this navigate.to method. Clear? Okay. It is also helps you to enter the URL, and it helps you to move from one application to another application. You can move. For that, we use this navigation.to method. Clear? Make a note. Make a note. Finished? Now you see. I wanted to go from one application to another application. No? See, I open the browser, I maximize, I enter the URL of Amazon.com. Okay. Now what I will do, I want to move to some other application. So I'll write driver dot navigate dot to method. Driver dot navigate dot to method. Let me go to some application. Okay, let me go to some any application your wish. Let me go to skillberry.com. Okay, now look here. Now what happens? It opens the browser, enters the URL of amazon.com. It will wait for 3 seconds. Then it will go to where? Skillberry.com. It will go back, forward and refresh. Now observe the execution. It opens the browser, maximizes, enters the URL of amazon.com. Now it will navigate to Skillberry. See? Is it navigated to Skillberry? Now it will go back, forward and refresh. Okay. Are you understanding? So you can move from one application to another application. Execute the code. Execute the code. Write a new program. Write a new program and execute it. Start writing the code. Everybody understood window management and navigation APIs? Everybody understood? Okay. Now look at my screen, everyone. Look at my screen. People who are having an issues in downloading installation part, okay, I will share you the Google Meet link. I'll share you the Google Meet link, and only you people join. Okay, people are having any issue, I'll share you the Google Meet link. We have to fix it. That's the first point. Second point, notes and the programs will start sharing it with you guys from tomorrow. Notes and programs will start sharing with you from tomorrow. And next, Saturday, you have the class. Saturdays, you have the class. Only last Saturday, I've given you the holiday, but this Saturday onwards, you will have the class. That's the third point. Next, one more point.